More than 3/4 of people in some towns and cities are obese, according to these really quite shocking new figures today. There's a fat map, as we're calling it. It reveals the most overweight parts of the country. Gamal Farnborough has been taking a look.
We may be a small island, but we're one suffering from a big problem. The new figures reveal that in Copeland, West Cumbria, 75% of people are overweight or obese. Closely followed by Doncaster and East Lindsey in Lincolnshire came third in the table. Some of the thinnest areas include several in London, such as Kensington and Chelsea. The most recent figures show that 61% of people are overweight or obese in Scotland, while in Wales that figure is 57%.
You're brought up and your family is feeding you bad food, then you're going to grow up thinking, look, it's okay for me to eat this food.
There's a lot of fast food outlets and they always seem to be busy.
Generally healthy foods are quite expensive.
But the obesity epidemic has been a 30-year-old problem as we've become more reliant on convenience and fast food. Back in the 80s, less than 10% of us were obese. As our eating habits and activity levels continue to change, so too do our waistlines. And it's a problem that clearly isn't getting any smaller.
Joining us now to discuss the findings are Fatima Parker, who speaks publicly about self-esteem, and our health editor, Dr. Hilary. Good morning to both of you.
Morning.
Self-esteem aside, if you can, I mean, this fat map, as it's being called, is really quite shocking, because whatever people feel like, the facts are that we are killing ourselves by eating too much in this country, aren't we?
I mean, that is what is being sold to people, you know, to the masses as a scaremongering. And you can notice it, that is between January and February, the resolution time. Eating too much, it's really, I mean, would be something surprising if people didn't know. If you didn't have 24 hours on 24 hours a day of people saying, lose weight, lose weight, lose weight, you're more beautiful when you're thin, you're more successful when you're thin. Mm. And so you think people are self-inflicting? Are they, they don't care about their bodies that much?
What do you think the problem is then? Why are we getting fatter to a point where it is now seriously dangerous? I mean, there's going to be so much diabetes in this country.
That's what the data says.
You don't believe it?
Not 100%. Not 100%.
Why not?
Because these people who come up with data like this have, they've got businesses, they have the weight loss industry behind them.
Do you think they've got an axe to grind with people who are larger then?
Oh, yes. I mean, because by belittling fat people, us, you know, me and people who look like me, and by making us, stigmatizing us and making us look ugly, they scare you who are slim. Be careful, you'll be treated that way.
That's how you feel, is it?
It's not me. Thousands and thousands of people feel that way. Millions of people. Just look at the problems. I mean, even superstars are scared. They've got #1 fear in their life is putting on weight.
Body image, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, is what she's saying, is there something in it, in the sense that we are so obsessed with body image that fitness and health is kind of something that is separate almost? It's be thin at any cost.
Yes, I mean, Fatima is right. At this time of year, everyone's talking about New Year's resolutions and losing weight predominantly to look better in the eyes of other people. So it's a cosmetic choice rather than a health choice. The thing that concerns doctors and why these league tables are useful is because when we see a situation with 3/4 of an area who are overweight or obese, we know that that area is going to have huge problems with heart disease, with strokes, with gallstones,
resourcing the NHS in those areas,
cancers, and resourcing NHS in those areas. And it was the local councils who asked for these figures and this data, which is actually very useful. I'm more concerned with people's health issues, but I think Fatima's incorrect in one way, in that it's not us putting pressure on them and pointing the finger and judging them. It's about their future health. And, you know, if people who are overweight are if they are unhappy, it's not other people that are making them. I think they're unhappy with themselves, largely.
I'm sorry, doctor, but I mean, this is a mantra that I've heard for the past 40 years. I am very fat and I'm happy because I've come to a resolution that my health is more important.
Yes, but you might be happy, but what if you are causing yourself physical damage and in the end
that's what I've been told. That's what I've been told for 30, 40 years. That you'll never see 30, you'll never see 40. It's the scaremongering. I'd like to have advice for how to be healthy, not how to lose weight. Okay. And I wouldn't get to this big if I was helped into loving myself and caring for my body and eating healthy and moving my body. body.
It's certainly
Fascinating.
true that people who look slim can also be unhealthy as well, internally, with fat around their organs as well.
Yes.
So, but thanks very much indeed
Really
for
fascinating
talking to us.
talk to you both. Thanks very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.